Alright. Continuing our reading from the book of Clay again. Clay's father, or stepfather, Ray Parker, he had been ill for 7 months. My relationship with him was more fulfilling in those 7 months than it had been in the entire time we lived together. I learned more about him in that time, and more about myself. He was a human being, just like I was. He had his bluster and I had my theatrics, but fundamentally, we weren't that different. Both of us could be obstinate. Good word. Both of us thought we knew best. At the end, I was finally able to see him less through a veil of anger than with the empathy and heart. In the last 8 weeks of his life, Dad couldn't move. He couldn't walk. The tissues in his lungs had hardened and he would cough a lot. Choking up at dinner, his eyes would widen with unbearable panic. By February 2002, he had to be placed on oxygen support. By April, he had to be on it 24 hours a day. By the first week of June, we had to put a bed downstairs with him. A week later, we took him to the hospital to the emergency room. He'd had a horrible attack, but he insisted on coming home. He wanted everybody there on his last Father's Day. He knew that he was dying. The next day, he went into the hospital. He would never come out. For 4 days, he was asleep all the time. At that point, I decided that although he might not be able to talk to me, I was going to talk to him. I began crafting my speech. All those things we never said to each other, I was going to say them. But I didn't. I never brought myself to get everybody out of the room and do it. There was always that barrier. In the end, I'm grateful to him for Brett. And I'm grateful to him for making my mother happy, because he obviously did. He made her happy enough that she wanted to marry him and spend the rest of her life with him. They had good times. I'm very indebted to him for that. When I look back on him, if I really sit down and am introspective, I cry. I know he tried his best with me. I miss what I think could have happened, the relationship we could have had, and I hate that. For whatever reason, his fault, my fault, nobody's fault, we didn't have that. We were all in the hospital when he died at 9 o'clock in the morning on July 4th, 2002. I had been up all night and he had just fallen asleep. When I woke up, I heard the nurse say, "It's over." I still wonder whether, had I one more chance to say goodbye, I might have done it. But I didn't, and now I'm completely regret that. I screwed up. My cowardice kept me from expressing what was in my heart. I planned the funeral. I think I wanted to do that for him. When we knew he was dying, I wrote his obituary. In fact, before Mom got home from the hospital, I had already checked out funeral homes and picked a good one. I had everything ready. I wanted to be close to him, and when I look back on it now, I am thankful that I knew him when he was vulnerable. I value those memories of the times that he was sick, when he was a little more selfless and I was a little less haughty. Odd as it may sound, that's the kind of way I'd like to remember him. That last Father's Day, all of Dad's loved ones there, right at the house. He took each family member, Mom, Brett, Jeff, Amy, into his room to talk, one by one. They all came out, one after another, crying. He was saying goodbye. Dad never called me into the room. He never got around to saying goodbye to me. I think he was scared too. My mom told me a story recently. A friend of Dad's was visiting the house and he said a few months before Ray died, we were riding around in my car just driving. He was talking about Brett, how he knew he'd join the military and grow up to a fine man. Then he looked out the other window and said, "My other son is going to be a famous singer one day. He has the most beautiful voice." See, that's touching.
No, actually, you know what I did? I posted on Sure You Did, and responded like immediately. What the fuck? Like all the fucking threads are like, nobody posted in here, how much you're doing here? And like some devil post, and he's just immediately like, well, I think that space would be if I press any other aerial, I find it
Most of the moves that you did won't work if they were, they're like, trying to do some best moves. That might have been, I don't know, that's, you got up really short.
That was the one. Just a while. Fun's over.
Get him, Sean. Don't let him down. Watch out for the shoulder. Alright. It's a good start around.
Oh my god.
Nice. Did I ever show you that? Yeah.
I don't know what's Chinese.
Yeah, right. Yeah. I don't know what Chinese stuff, you know. Yeah, I think fucking yeah, he's like standing in water with a screwdriver behind him.
He says, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
He says, don't be standing in water. Nothing.
Yeah. Like screwdrivers wrapped in like fucking copper. Yeah, before. He's like,
That's so funny because it is fucking me alive, really.
yeah, he's got the whole setup. He's probably yeah, we just hilarious. Japanese.
Something to do.
Anytime I'm listening to like Bill Burr podcast, anytime he talks about Japanese, like, oh,
Yeah, I want to see these.
I've already stressed my thing that
How did they do it? I don't know how they did it.
like a cane or something.
Really?
Yeah, man. Rolling pin is what they call the giant. You gotta be a tight to do that.
Did you know that the average human only uses 10% of their brain? Raw power.
That movie with Bradley Cooper,
Limitless?
yeah, Limitless.
I can do anything. It's the porn adaptation.
And I'm hungry like the
Yeah. That's what I've been thinking about all these songs.
I hate them. They're like,
What?
they're chick band. They're a chick band disco. Wow.
I quit with Mac Band. Rumors one of the top 10 greatest selling albums of all time, Dan.
You know what number one is? Dancing.
Yeah!
Michael Jackson's
Actually,
Thriller.
In the top, like,
Yeah, it is. Actually, I heard that on the radio the other day. Michael Jackson.
I don't know if that's still true.
Black albums, though. You gotta think about it that way.
Because I know that there are one or two modern artists that are in there, like Adele, I think is up there.
Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Beyonce.
2016.
Like, she thinks like